Congratulations on getting your pre-approval letter. I appreciate that as your trusted professional that you've done the legwork up front to have that pre-approval letter, which we're going to need whenever we find your home that we present with the offer. So great job. Step number one, way to go. That's a big deal. And you can kind of take a deep breath, go, okay, got that part done. Now let's find me a home, Brian. Okay, so I want to make this video to kind of give you some ideas of next steps and just kind of unpack a little bit of it. And please, by the way, push this aside. Let's have a conversation and talk through this anytime you want to. This video is to give you a chance just to kind of listen to me for about 10 minutes, mention some of these items that we're probably going to talk through in a relaxed environment on your phone, on your computer. And again, feel free to ask a lot of questions and you don't have to memorize any of this, but I think it'll help walk you through the process. So let's get started. So first thing, you got your pre-approval. So step number one, pre-approval letter done. You check the box, way to go. Step number two, we're gonna have a call and we're gonna talk about what you are looking for in a home. Now this is where it gets kind of fun. So how many bedrooms, bathrooms, the square footage, the location, some of the things that are really important to you, fenced backyard because you have pets, or you want to be in an HOA or you don't want to be in an HOA. You want to have maybe a home that's only 5 or 6 years old, or what part of town that you want to live in. Again, a lot of things to talk about, but it doesn't take that long to figure that out. I've got an information sheet that I'm going to kind of go along and fill out as we have a conversation. So again, we're not going to overcomplicate this. We're going to talk about the really basics and kind of walk through this together because I'm here to help you. So what I do is I take that list of items, your dream place, your dream home, and I put all those items in the MLS, the multiple listing service, and I compile a search. Now, I'm going to look for homes that match a lot of that criteria. It's not going to be 100% always, but it's going to fit a lot of those specificities, if you will, that we talked about on our phone call. Now, if it's off a little bit, if maybe you're looking for a non-HOA, which it's hard to find those, by the way, and I may put in there, let's look at HOAs too. Maybe they're a little bit more lighter on the restrictions or what have you. It'll pull up a broader list. So what I'm trying to say is I'm going to send you a broader list rather than too narrow of a list that you feel like you've only got a couple of choices to choose from. And then I'd rather you kind of narrow that down as we go. You'll appreciate that more as we go. And I'm not going to send you 100 homes. But what I'm saying is I'd rather give you 25 to choose from or to start to look at rather than like 2. So we're going to go about that way. I'm also going to tell you about any off-market properties that I have. So if I have something that I know I'm getting ready to list, or my business partner or somebody on my team is getting ready to list, you can have first dibs on that. And that's one of the things that's really valuable about working with a real estate agent like myself, 30 years in the business, and same with my business partner. We have a lot of listings and we know a lot of off-market properties or what's getting ready to come on the market. So I will be able to accommodate you in providing a list of homes on MLS and any off-market properties that we feel would match your criteria. The next thing I want you to do, and this is where I'm going to put the ball back in your court, is I want you to do a drive-by on the ones that look interesting that I send you on the list of homes. So I want you to drive by and see what you think about the location, the drive back there, how far it is from your work, from your schools, what you're really looking to accomplish. Because many times, and let me tell you, I hear this all the time, these homes can look beautiful online, the pictures are great, and everything looks fantastic, and they go to drive by the home and the home across the street is terrible. The drive back there is not what they wanted, and you will eliminate and save you time and save me time in going and finding your home. So please drive by the homes. I can't stress that enough. In the areas that you're looking to possibly live in. That way we can shrink that list down very quickly and get right to the homes that you want to see. And that is, by the way, the very exciting part. So drive by those homes, get an idea. And here's the thing, you may want to drive by those homes, for example, after hours when everybody's home, or on the weekends when people are home, to kind of get a feel and the vibe for what it feels like when most of your neighbors are home. Is it too many cars parked in the road? I didn't like how loud it was, or man, everybody was home. It was quiet. It was peaceful. this is where I can picture my family living in this neighborhood. So very important thing to do. The next thing is this. I want you to send me any homes that I didn't find online. Any homes that you may see on some of the popular search engines like Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, anything that you see that I didn't send you, please text over to me or call me and say, Brian, I didn't see you sent me this one. Can you find out about this? Be happy to do that. That's why I'm here. Now, when I send you homes, I'm going to send you homes that are from the Multiple Listing Service Portal, the MLS portal. So I'm going to set you up, and I'm backing up here a second, but I'm going to set you up with a portal of homes that are on MLS, which is in real time, meaning it doesn't take 24 hours to reset. When something goes sale pending, it happens in real time right away. Honestly, some of the other websites, some of the big box websites like I just mentioned, some of those are a little bit behind because they are drawing from MLS. I want you to picture MLS as the big hub, and all these other Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, Homes.com, they're all tentacles of the MLS. That's what they draw from. This is the brainchild, right? And you and I have access to the brainchild in the MLS, which is the main thing. They're drawing from that, okay? So it's called, that's the main source of where they're getting their information from. So if you see something though, for some reason that I didn't quite grab in the search criteria that I missed that you see on one of these sites, hey, please let me know. I would love to help you with that. So, and if you're thinking, Brian, the criteria that I told you about, can you modify that? Can you bump it up $20,000 in my price? Or I don't need 1,800 square feet. I think we can do 1,600 square feet. I think that would work for our family. We can skew that criteria and maybe bring up some more homes to search on. So again, let me know if you see anything out there. That would be fantastic. The next thing we'll do before we go into a home is I'll have you sign a buyer's broker form. Now, this was the new rule that passed in August of 2024 to where there was the new rule, and it's really a law. It's nationwide, by the way, whenever it has to do with the MLS system, and we're a partner with MLS. And so basically, I have to have you sign this buyer broker form saying that I'm going to represent you, that I'm going to help coordinate all your inspections. I'm going to help you through the appraisal. I'm going to help you negotiate. I'm going to be your agent that's going to represent you in finding your home with and coordinate getting you into listings that may not be my listing. So I'm your buyer's agent. And we can go over that more in detail on another video and a phone call, but you'll sign that before I begin to show you homes. It's the new rule. And so be happy to send you another video or explain that more in person, what that entails. Okay. It's not too complicated, but we have to have it signed. So you'll sign that prior to us looking at homes. Now, when we take a look at homes, which will be our next step, which is when, yay, it's the fun part, right? I get to go inside of homes and picture my family living there. This is where it really gets fun, and I love doing this. So whenever we set up a time and a day to go look at homes, whether it's, weekends, during the daytime, morning, whatever works for your family, it's best to probably look at 2, 3, or 4 homes at one time. If you have a list of 10, trust me. Now, let me say this. We can do a bunch at one time, okay? And I've done that, and I'm not opposed to doing that. But listen to me. You will want to probably look at 2, 3, or 4 at one time and be able to focus, lock in, because here's what will happen. I've shown 10 homes at one time years ago. Now I've learned it's not a good idea. But if you look at too many homes, all the things are going to jumble together. You're going to forget about the kitchen, the walkway, the porch. Did this have granite? Did this have quartz? It's all going to jumble together. But when you look at fewer homes at a time, it helps you to process this too. Because believe me, it's a lot to process. As your agent and as a home buyer, it's a lot to process. So say if we have 8 homes that we just love, we may break that up into 2 different days or even 3. And there may be a time where you want to pop in and look at one after work. Totally fine. Let's go meet there at 5 o'clock and go look at that home because it's a hot home. It's not going to last. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, so, but want to break that up into segments. And again, the exception would be I'm in town for 2 days, Brian. I got to look at a bunch of homes. Myself and my showing assistant, and I have a couple of them, can help accommodate you to show you those homes. Okay, so myself, and again, I have 2 showing assistants. Now, what that means is they would open up the doors, show you the homes. If you like one of those that you see with my showing assistant, y'all would let me know, they would let me know, and you would let me know. I take it back in my corner and I help you write the contract, coordinate the inspections, and take it from there. They're merely there to open up the house, point out the features, point out any challenges that they see in the home, and then you're back working with me. So it's a win-win for everybody. Now let me say this. When you're looking at homes, when you walk into a home, there is no pressure for myself or my team. We're not gonna talk you into buying a home. I have never sold somebody a home. You know what I'm saying by that? I'm not gonna open up the house and give you some car sales pitch. It just doesn't work like that, okay? Never done that, never will. I'm here to help you find the home that you're gonna really want to see yourself in for you and your family. And here's the thing, you're going to know when you find the right home. Don't try to talk yourself into liking the home. You're in there for 10 minutes, you're trying to figure out a way to make it work. If you're pressing in too hard, here's what I'll tell you that I tell people all the time, that's probably not your home. And I'll say this, there's never just one home out there. There's gonna be more homes that are coming up. If you can't find the home that doesn't work for you in that time span that we look, you may have to take a break. And you may just have to go, my home is not out there right now. So don't try to force it. What's the old saying? Don't try to put a round peg in a square hole. Don't try to do that. God will work out the details. The Lord will guide you and show you when you find your right home. Now, along that line, I'll say this. A lot of times, if you're looking with your spouse, when you walk into a home, you're gonna kind of know it. You're gonna know it within, this is just my gut telling you, you're gonna know it within 3 to 5 minutes when you walk in, if you kind of like it. You're gonna kind of know it. You're gonna walk in and go, oh yes, this is what I'm looking for, the open concept. And you keep walking through, you're like, oh, I like that. Oh, that master bedroom, that bath is nice. Oh, it's got the porch. You'll keep on walking through it, and then you'll kind of know it's your home. And if you're watching this video and you've bought a home before, you kind of know what I'm saying. You kind of know it, right? And so, but I'm here to walk you through that. And you know what my job is? To help you, facilitate you in the process, and to give you my 30 years of expert knowledge, market knowledge here in the Polk County, Central Florida area, to talk to you about the process, what to look for, what not to look for, how to mitigate risk as we're walking in this, and that sort of thing. So I'm here to help walk you through that. When we find your home, this is the exciting part. We get to write an offer, and with that offer, we can do all that online. So no more sitting down at my office, down at a round table and spending 2 hours and going through a handwritten contract. Been there, done that back in the days. Whoa, those were long days and long evenings. Let me tell you now, myself and my team prepares the offer online through a service called .loop. That's who we're using as the recording in this video. And it may be DocuSign, it may be something, but we use .loop. It's very user-friendly. It walks you through exactly what to do. And then you and I are gonna talk about the terms, the conditions, what we want to offer on this home. We're gonna talk about the main items are gonna be these. What price do we wanna offer? What is going to be your escrow deposit? I'm going to walk you through that. It's usually about 1% of your sales price. That's a general rule of thumb. It's not a hard and fast rule, but if you're buying a $350,000 home, your escrow deposit is going to be about $3,000, $3,500. Now, you may put down $5,000 and put a stronger escrow in there. You may do that too. But again, this is something we can talk about. So I'm going to come back to escrow deposit in a second. We're going to talk about the price, the escrow deposit, the inspection period, okay, and your closing date. Those are going to be some of the main things that we're going to talk about, along with, do we need to ask the seller to pay for any closing costs or what have you? So that's a whole nother video and conversation. I'm going to stop there and come back to escrow, because I get this asked a lot too. Brian, what is the escrow deposit? The escrow deposit is what you would give to the title company, usually within 3 days of having an accepted contract. Call it $5,000. You wire that to the title company. That is money they hold in their account. That is a credit toward your total cash to close when you close on the transaction. Okay, it's called a good faith deposit or an escrow deposit. So that would be what we do within a 3-day period of your accepted offer. So this is the process. I hope this has kind of helped you a little bit in the process of buying a home. We're going to have more conversation about what the contract looks like and some more details about how to walk along the next 30 days. But this is the initial search. So hey, thank you so much for trusting in myself and my team. We don't take this lightly. Buying a home is one of the greatest, coolest things to do. Home ownership is the American dream, and you want to make it a blessing, not a curse. And so our team is seriously privileged to help you walk through this and get you in your home. I love taking that closing picture. You're outside your home, you're getting the keys, you get to move in, and I get to give you Advil because you're going to be sore from picking up all those boxes. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is a great time to celebrate. And I'm in this for the long haul and for relationships. Just know that. My job is not just to sell you a home. My job is to build a relationship with you, a trust relationship that I can be your real estate agent for years to come, hopefully forever, okay? But for years to come. And so, hey, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Let's have a conversation more about some of those questions that I didn't quite go over with you. Until then, whether selling or buying, you got to call Brian. God bless.